Hey guys, it's the Mahonies. Sorry we didn't make an update video for you guys last week. Things got a little bit hectic when we got back home from Disneyland running the half marathon, and as you can tell from my voice, I ended up coming down with a cold and just kind of dealing with that. But we wanted to come at you. It is Sunday night, the 23rd?
Yes, I think so.
January 23rd. We'll upload this video on Monday for you guys, but...
All right, it's 22nd. Yeah,
22nd. Okay. So I guess let's start with our stats. Last week I was weighing in after running the half marathon at almost 158 pounds. That's totally normal for me. When I run a half marathon, I usually gain anywhere from 2 to 5 pounds. Plus, it was woman time, and that usually plays an impact on my weight as well. I've since then come back down to 155. I'm hoping I'll weigh in on Monday morning, and I'm hoping to see it down to 154 by tomorrow morning. So that's where I'm at with my stats.
So Sunday's morning's weigh-in was 194. Finally, I had all the leg swelling go down after the half marathon. My legs were pretty sore. It's typical for me. But with all the hydration that I've been doing prior to the run, and then all the hydration I've been doing post-run has been helping immensely with the leg swelling. So in, I guess, the last video I gave you my stats, and it was 194. I had a 7-pound loss, so I'm proud to say that I still have maintained that 7-pound loss.
That's awesome. So you want to talk about Disneyland, or our marathon?
Yeah, the half marathon was a half marathon. It was fun. The first portion of it took part in the actual Disneyland. I think we ended up going around, I don't know, some rides, some venues. I remember one of them was the Cars section of Disneyland. They had characters from Star Wars along the route inside Disneyland, and I ended up missing the big one with R2 and C-3PO.
That was the very first one.
That was the very first one. They had signs that said characters ahead, but it didn't say who. And by the time I got to their booth or picture opportunity, I was in a good stride, and I'm like, I'm not stopping.
Well, and the thing is that you get up there and there's a line, and unfortunately, because we didn't enter our times, they just put us in the very last corral to go out. So if we would have stopped, there was a good chance that we could have been swept just by missing time.
No, I don't believe it. I mean,
you don't think so?
No, because you were worried about being swept up as we're standing there, and I kept telling you, just do your best, and you did, and we didn't get swept. So.
Even by mile 8, I had to pee so bad, but I was afraid to stop because I thought if I stop, there's no way I'm going to keep going. For me, I think when I reached mile 10 was my breaking point. My joints just couldn't handle it anymore. Mentally I wanted to keep running, and my spirit wanted to keep running. I was on a good high, but every time I did, my knees and my hips were just saying, oh hell no, you need to stop. So I ended up walking the rest of it, and this one, he went out on his own. His stride is so much longer than mine, so he's able to just go, which is fine. We have our own pace, and it's good. But he felt it in him to just pull over and wait for me at one point, and we crossed the finish line together. So that was pretty awesome. Didn't have to do that. I don't blame him for going ahead and finishing without me, but it was really kind of a nice moment for us to finish this race together. So, because it might be my last half marathon. I mean, I hope it's not, because I really enjoy doing them, but realistically it might have been. So
Yeah, the half marathon was great. Thank you, Christina Visti, for mentioning to us and inviting us to come down.
Strongly encouraging.
strong arming.
She strong-armed us.
But we enjoyed it. It was a good race. I'm a big
Yeah.
Star Wars nerd, so I was in Seven Heaven with seeing all those characters inside Disneyland. And then along the route, probably around after mile marker 8, there were people there in their, I guess it's called cosplay. I mean, they
They looked awesome.
were fully decked out. These are the people that I believe possibly belong to, I don't know if you heard about the 101st, I can't remember the name, 101st Brigade, 101st something. Anyway, they do the costumes to movie perfection or beyond. I mean, some of those costumes that they were there were just
What was your favorite?
so detailed. I mean, there was a lot of the Mandalorian bounty hunters, the Boba Fett's, some of the dark in the canon of the New Republic. There was some Darth Revans, and I mean, there was a lot of stormtroopers, of course. I come across an R2 builder who had his R2D2 there, which I did stop, and I'm like, I'm getting my picture taken with
I
this
knew
R2.
that would be your favorite.
So I got to see, so I had my little mechanic buddy, and I got my picture taken with him, so that was awesome. But people were dressed up. I mean, some of the costumes were so detailed, and a lot of thought and hard work were put into them. And again, Seventh Heaven for being a Star Wars nerd, and it was fun. And that was on the outside of Disneyland. I think it was miles 1 through 4, 5. I think was inside Disneyland, and then the rest of it was on the streets of, I believe that's Anaheim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Anaheim. So yeah, it was good. It was good. Never been to that area, so it was a nice. I guess tour as you're running to look around and see the sights.
We had a good time, and Kevin and I also wanted to thank Liz and Gracie for hosting us. Liz, your hospitality was above and beyond, and we really appreciate it. We had a wonderful time and hope to visit again soon. Hashtag Couch Life and Golden Girls. So,
well, it wasn't Golden Girls. It was.
it was One Tree Hill. Yeah, we did watch some One Tree Hill, but we decided we're Golden Girls, and I get to be Rose.
So as the only guy being in a house full of women watching this stuff, I'm like, I'm going to bed early.
No, you got to take the Christmas tree out.
I had to do man work. I took the dog out. Picked up after the dog, took the Christmas
we love
tree,
cinnamon.
Took the Christmas tree down to the garbage, so I had to pull my weight for staying at the.
As you did.
Yeah, for staying
so
down.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And taking us around to Hollywood and Kevin getting to see what was it
in front of it used to be called Grauman's Chinese Theater, I believe it is, and it was where the celebrities at one point were putting their handprints in the concrete, so we got to see quite a few. Jen took a picture of Shirley Temple, and it dated 1935.
Yeah, that was really cool.
There was just a lot of old history in those concrete. I don't know if it's not an effigy, but the
it's concrete blocks.
Concrete, yeah.
Yeah.
And my one thing was to see the actual footprints that C-3PO, Darth Vader, and R2-D2 did. So I got to take a picture with that.
Yeah, we weren't there for very long. He saw it, got his picture done. He's like, "Okay, I'm done."
I said I was simple and easy, and that's all I wanted to do, and that's what we did. And then we did do a side trip there at the Hard Rock. Hard Rock was right next to the theater there, and Jen got her hurricane glasses that she collects. So.
Yeah, and then we met up with Patty's. Got to see her and spend some time with her. Not enough time. We definitely need to come down and get more Patty time, but it was a good visit.
So our meal prep down in California, I think we stuck to what we basically do is we ordered one meal and we picked it clean.
One sad thing about my trip is I did not get a Dole Whip.
Not a sad thing at all. Didn't need it.
No, it was the last couple of miles I was chanting, Dole Whip, Dole Whip. I was getting so excited, but after crossing the finish line, I was like, oh, it's a long walk for a Dole Whip. So
Yeah,
I
'cause
ended up not doing it.
we would have had to basically backtrack towards the
Disneyland Resort.
resort
Yeah.
hotel or convention center, wherever it was that they had the expo, and our legs were rubber.
So the only one thing that I really did indulge in was Gracie bought a
Funnel cake.
funnel cake, and I had 3 or 4 bites of funnel cake, which is the first time I've ever had one of those, and it was amazing. So I figure after running a half marathon, I can allow that just a little bit. But all of our other food choices were totally protein and veggie. We did really good. We shared a lot of items. Actually, we ate less there than we normally do, so I think we did fine.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, well, maybe calorie deprived. I mean, we didn't eat very
But
much.
that's how I am on vacation. I never eat that much. I'm so busy and just full of energy and wanting to get out and do stuff. I wasn't feeling deprived at all. I wasn't hungry. I just,
We weren't food focused.
Yeah.
We were more worried about spending as much time as possible
Yeah.
with people that we were visiting with. So we did that. We did the half marathon. I'm sure you guys seen a little video called "The Naked Truth" that we were on. And I'm gonna say,
yeah,
I guess
just say it.
apologies if anyone was wondering about my actions, or I was on a runner's high and I had a few post run cocktails. So
Kevin was a little inebriated during the Naked Truth, let's be honest. So I don't know if anybody noticed, I kept nudging him like, okay, shut up.
well, I was trying to kill the pain in my legs with.
That's
Other
not
than
his. That is not his normal. So Kevin's usually the DD. So for him to actually kind of be able to sit down and have a beverage or two is not normal. So it's kind of weird to see you like that.
I like to let loose once in a while.
Yeah. But I hope you guys were able to watch, and if you haven't yet, please do, and let us know what you think.
And hopefully you take some information away from there. And
Yeah.
I was like, why is this guy so crazy and slurring his words?
So our video is getting kind of long.
Okay.
We should probably move on to what our
Yep.
plan is for the week. So plan for the week. We did a little bit of shopping today. We went to Costco because some of the gym equipment that we've been wanting finally went on sale. So we did. We got the Chuck
Total.
Norris Total Gym. We got the dumbbell weight sets, plus the, what is it?
Weight bench.
A weight bench.
Left bench or weight bench.
To
Adjustable
use.
weight.
So we just got home. It's like, what, after 7. We're usually in bed by now.
Yeah.
So we're going to come home and set it up, I'm hoping tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess.
Plan is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And start using that this week. So goals have kind of changed for me. I mean, I've been working on cardio, and I'm going to continue to work on cardio because I think that that's really still important. But I'm going to focus a lot on weightlifting and muscle building. Muscle builds, what am I trying to say? Muscle burns fat, and that's what I want. I want to decrease my body fat percentage and increase my muscle and my strength and how I feel. Essentially, I want to feel like that fit, healthy woman again, instead of this fluffy person you see right here. So that's my
And-
goal.
Yeah, yesterday was my first day back into the home gym. Got on the treadmill. Started off easy. Ran a 1.25 miles yesterday.
Yeah, after you did a half marathon last Sunday.
And legs were feeling pretty good. Of course, I did some stretching before and after the treadmill. Got on the floor, did some floor work, 30 sit-ups, 30 leg raises, and a 30-second plank. Trying to build up these abs, but it's working. Pants are starting to feel a little looser. So,
Nice. I wish I could say the same.
so yeah, the food prep. Took some salmon out. We did on New Year's Day. Went out. Was basically drug out and did some elk hunting with a friend of ours, and for me helping haul the elk in and whatnot. We ended up with 1/4 of an elk, so we just got a good haul of elk meat. A lot of ground meat.
It just came back from the butcher.
We got the
so
butcher. We picked it up
picked that
yesterday, Friday after work. So So we got a lot of good lean elk meat, tenderloins, backstrap, ground meat. So yeah, we got to have a lot of elk, a lot of salmon. We still have some venison in there and some pork and chicken.
So part of our goals for this year, I mentioned, was financial. And one of the things that we're doing right now, instead of just making our list and going grocery shopping and not realizing what we already have in the house, we're shopping our house first, our pantry, our freezer, and our refrigerator, then going to the store. There's not much that we need, really. We've got a lot of everything. I mean, we may need produce and some dairy, but that's really about it. Pretty lucky.
Yep. So
I don't have a meal plan yet. I've got my planner out and I'm going to write everything down, but we're sticking to the basics this week. We've got everything we need to make the P3s again. We, like he said, he took out salmon, so we'll bake that and have that. I've got some sweet potatoes to bake up. Got everything for protein shakes.
Yeah, I think we're all set on protein. I think just as we go, it's just the vegetables.
Yeah. But I need to have everything written down because I need to know my plan instead of just packing whatever I can find in the fridge and putting it in my bag.
Been working for me, that's what I do.
Yeah, well, I don't work that way.
As long as I got, let's see, 4 meals for me during the day, I'm all right.
Because we kind of did that when we came home this week. We flew back Monday and I stayed home on Tuesday, and the rest of the week we just kind of dealt with what we had here. We made healthy choices, but it wasn't a planned choice, so.
Sometimes things don't need to be planned. We know what we have here.
For me, I need a plan. So I will sit down and get a plan made for the week and go from there. One of the things I wanted to kind of bring to your guys' attention that we use, and if you are going to WLSFA in May in Portland, Oregon, you might find the company there. They've attended the last few of them that we've gone to, and that's where we've bought it. It's called Portion 8. So it comes like this. There is 2 containers. They just, I don't know if you can see, they just pop out and the lid pops off. You've got your container here with 3 divides, and there's usually dividers that you can stick in there. I have them in a drawer right now. And one side has a little spork and the other side has a little knife. Kind of perfect. This is what I've been putting our P3s in, and on the other side I'll do like a lunch meat roll up with cheese, or we've been eating shrimp, so I'll put shrimp in there.
Yeah.
So.
And she uses the Portion 8 containers. I've been using the little, I think they're half cup Glad Ziploc Glad, whatever you want to call them, little square, little half cup measurements, and I put, I think I put in 4 or 5 cubes of cheese, and then I weigh out my almonds, and then weigh out my ham. But I ran out of the ham I diced up, so I've been using the steak bites you can get at Costco, and I've been weighing that out. I think it's an ounce, and it's big fat pieces of steak bites, so it's been really working out really well.
Okay, so that's our plan for this week. We are going to continue what we're doing and add in weightlifting. So, got anything else? And hopefully get better. I feel like I'm already on the mend, but yep.
I'm good. Everything's going as planned, and try to get through that barrier of the 194, get through that plateau, and then maybe see 180s. We'll see.
Yeah, we're excited for the goals that we have, and it's exciting that we've got things that are planned that are motivating us to keep with our goals, keep with our plan, like WLSFA. And I have recently been invited on a trip in June to Mexico, so I'm very excited about that, and it's pure motivator. So.
And then just recently, I saw a comment saying that somebody was waiting for our update video. So here we are.
Here we are.
And I think there was a threat, and maybe there was a small threat. Maybe I don't know.
There was no threat.
Oh.
I mean, she may threaten you. Who knows? I do all the time.
Yeah. Whatever.
Love you.
So,
all right, guys.
We're good, and we'll see you next week.
Bye. Make healthy choices.